So this video is going to be slightly longer, and the reason is that these bindings, these special ESTs, actually ask for it. They're very complicated with different types of snapping joints at different points, and well, eventually I think Burton also saw that using bolts would be a better idea. But they don't have it everywhere. And so these two clients send me their bindings so I can have a look and try to reverse engineer it. This binding is taking actually a lot of time, and even though it's very annoying, I needed this time to really understand the product and to try to make it better. I mean, you're not going to buy a replacement part if it's not better. And so you can see on the table different iterations. The last one being even using a lattice structure, which is in my personal opinion, I mean, if you're already 3D printing something, then go the extra mile and make it that bit more special. And I think the lattice structure really adds something, like more character to the replacement part. Now, for me, this is also a new chapter because I've never used these lattice structures. And so I started to, just work with them using Fusion 360. They have this plugin application, I don't know how to call it, where you can make volumetric structures. And eventually I like the last one. So the idea now is to finish the EST bindings using a 3-layered product. That's the idea. I'm going to use the bottom part, which you can see on the binding, and then I'm going to put the, let's call it cushion, on top. So if you have a look on the CAD file, you can see that's the bottom part, and that's where the railing is with the snapping joints. Then that's the cushion, and that cushion will have the lattice structure or a CNC bed, which is also very nice. And then on top you can see the last layer, and that layer can be adapted to whatever the client wants. Now let's go to the hooks, because these are also, they are a very interesting design. I don't really understand. So in the back of the binding, you have these hooks, right? And these hooks are supposed to maintain the back of the bed in its place and be very flexible as possible. I mean, that's why you buy EST bindings, don't you? The thing is, the material is very flexible, and so it deforms easily, but it deforms even faster when it's in half. The U shape is cut in half. And like these from my client, they came in, and when I saw it, I told him I need to fix that, because otherwise he will still have problems. This is his from his binding. But now I need to finish this product, and I'm still facing a few questions here, because with all these iterations and tests, I still have many options to go. I have the CNC one, and I have the 3D printed version. The 3D printed looks very nice, but the CNC one is actual EVA foam. And, well, let's be honest, EVA foam is, of course, much better than 3D printing, because it's soft. It will dampen much better than a 3D printed part. But it's not as nice, and it's not as visually it's not as crispy as the 3D printed version. So that's why I decided to split it in 3 main parts, or let's say 4 main parts. You will see the part underneath, then a 3D printed lattice structure, and then on top I will leave probably a 2 millimeter EVA top that I can change and personalize with the name of the client, and by doing so, creating a product that is nice to look at and that will hopefully work very well for many more years, so you can keep using your setup. But also trying to create less waste. That's also as important. So here you saw how the whole process goes. I hope you liked the video. And as I always say, remember, don't throw it away. Fix it.